Um, can you explain the nature of your existence as spirit guides and how you communicate with channelers like Lee?
Well, we are at our most physicalized right now because even though you are not, shall we say, directly meeting us, because you are meeting us through the bridge that is this human body right now, and this human body's ability to allow us in, and of course, the limits of this human body, and not just the limits of this human body and this identity, Lee, also all of you listening. We are not allowed to, shall we say, overly breach your boundaries when it comes to your level of consciousness. What we can always do is turn up the heat on your consciousness. So when you are having a conversation with us and we are coming through Lee, we are allowed to stretch your consciousness, those who are listening, by approximately 10%. Any more than that would be a little too much for you to stabilize, wouldn't necessarily be helpful. Blowing someone's mind can literally be that, blowing someone's mind in a way that they then have to scramble to put themselves back together. There are some on Earth that has happened for, and it has been appropriate for them and for some of the people around them who have witnessed it and experienced it. But it is a smoother ride now on Earth, the expansion of consciousness, because there are more, shall we say, stations where it is happening. And we don't mean radio stations or television stations, we mean human beings. So you are all stations of consciousness, and you are a combination of who you incarnated here to be as a soul, but it's a unique identity you have. None of you will ever be this identity again. Even though you come with a soul imprint that has had other experiences on Earth, you come in and you take on the clothing of the current climate when you incarnate, meaning, what is going on Earth on the day of your birth, and what is your chosen mission in this time. You will take on the clothing of those energies, wrap them into your identity, and then you will go off on your journey of healing and helping to heal yourself, the earth, which is the same thing. As you heal any wounds you may have, you are actually healing a wound template on earth. So you will have a perception that this wound of self-judgment is yours. Not at all. There is so much self-judgment on earth. It is a disease that is spread among humans, and you all just carry a seed of it in your own interpretation, your own way. So back to your original question, who are we? Well, in this moment, you are experiencing us at this frequency of being channeled. But in terms of our actual, shall we say, formed identity, we are far more amorphous than it would help any of you to believe. Meaning, in your version of reality as a human being, there is a certain form and a certain gravity that is required for you to, shall we say, believe in, and also engage with in order to evolve who you are and help evolve the consciousness on Earth. So we would be disappointingly more amorphous to you than you would like us to be. So many of you, when listening to us or when listening to any other channeled energy or voice from spirit, you will ascribe certain human characteristics to us that do not actually exist. Because the human characteristics are imbued by your own mind, your own perception, and also any inflections that come through the channeler. Although in this case, he is quite removed from his personality, and our, if you like, personality is what you think you're interacting with, but actually what you're interacting with is our frequency on Earth. It's why we are, from your perspective, the listener, faster than Lee is. But from our perspective, we are right now communicating to you in a very slow way by our standard of speed. Because if we were going as fast as we are capable of going, it would again blow your mind, which would be of no service to the evolution of your consciousness. Far better that we hit that, what we would call 10% peak. So yes, you are meeting a group of energies, entities, if you like, who are to be called Lee's guides, but you are also meeting collective consciousness, for we are not fixed. We are not a group of 88 beings who are fixed. We are a collective of 88 beings who, just as you all are then connected to everything else in the universe. And from our vantage point and where we exist, disconnection from everything is not the norm in the way it is for you on Earth. You have clear divisions and boundaries on Earth of who and what you can connect with and how. And that is the game that so many of you are helping to heal on Earth, moving Earth from a place of being a disconnected consciousness into a more connected collective consciousness. But as you can attest, it is not necessarily always easy work.
To watch the full video, click on the link below, and don't forget to subscribe.